wherever you're calling. Also, I want to say everyone, Happy New Year. In Chinese tradition, even in the first 15 days of the new year, we still call that Chinese New Year. So Happy New Year, everyone. We are going to have a short video to play, and we'll have the opening prayer.
There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, oh my Lord, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, oh my Lord, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me, for me.
Once again, Happy New Year. Welcome everyone to today's webinar, Supercharge Your 2026, Design Your Career with Clarity and Confidence with Dr. Judy Xue. So as you can see, our today agenda. So we'll have we'll have 70 minutes in the. So it's workshop. It's not only just a webinar. And then during this webinar, there will be 2 breakout sessions, and Judy will tell you more. And then after that, we do have a raffle time for everyone to have a chance to know more about iCloud. And please stay towards the end, okay? We will have the introduction about our EMBA program, our internship projects, etc. Okay, so with that, I'm going to stop sharing. So Judy, feel free to share screen, and then I'm going to do a short introduction about Judy. I know many of you already seen the flyer, and then you come here, you know, you have the need. So Dr. Judy Xue is an ICF certified executive leadership coach who helps high-performing leaders in high tech elevate their clarity, influence, and effectiveness, especially in the age of AI. She has 20 years of experience across big tech, including Apple, LinkedIn, also startups, and higher education. Judy brings a rare blend of innovative mindsets, strategic insight, and cross-cultural awareness to every coaching engagement. As a first-generation college student herself, also immigrant, Judy is deeply committed to empowering underrepresented leaders to thrive at the intersection of innovation, purpose, and impact. And before we start Judy's webinar, I will do a short prayer to have everyone to get settled in. Okay, let's bow down our head. Dear Heavenly Father, dear Lord Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, thank you for the new year of 2026, the year of a horse. We know the year of a horse, we want to really take off, and especially in this time, we want to supercharge everyone's 2026 with clarity and with resilience. And for everyone who come to this webinar, this workshop, it's not a coincidence. We thank all the mentors and coaches and co-workers put this webinar from behind the scene, and also for Judy specifically willing to share her expertise. And I hope everyone have a great interactive time. We give this webinar for our Zoom, our technical, all aspects, all in your hands. Thank you so much. For all this, we say in your precious Son Jesus' name, Amen.
Amen.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you,
Judy.
Star. Yeah, thank you for your warm intro. Welcome again, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I know, like in the beginning of the year, it is a good moment for us to set up the intention for the year and also nurture our intention. So today is my honor and privilege to be here to talk about how to design or redesign your career with clarity and confidence in the age of AI. And by the way, can everyone see my slide okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it.
It's very good.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So today is more than webinar. It's going to be more interaction. I'm going to start with my own sharing, but everyone, you are also invited to bring your insights into our webinar. So first of all, I have a quick icebreaker. So on this topic of your confidence level in designing your career with clarity and confidence, what is your current status on a scale of 1 to 5? 1 means extremely low, 5 means extremely high, and 3 means somewhere in between. So if you can put in the chat about your current confidence level, I'd love to know. Yeah. Again, there's no right or wrong. This is more like check in with yourself. Where are you right now on this topic of designing your career? Okay, I see 2, 3. Okay, thank you, Jolene. Thank you, Garat. And thank you, Lack. Dixon, Sneha. Okay, perfect. Okay, I see a lot of folks. Okay, so it's basically between 1 to 3. So it sounds like we all need more clarity or confidence on this topic. Okay, great. Next one, I want to check in with everyone. So on the topic of career, how are you feeling right now? If you can use emoji to share your current vibe, I think that would be very helpful. So for example, in my previous webinar, some people said, oh, they're feeling anxious. Some said, I'm curious. Others say, I'm hopeful. And many say, I'm feeling uncertain. So I'm curious, where are you on this topic of career in the age of AI? Okay. Oh, Dixon, I see. Oh, okay. I see a face over there. Okay. And feel free to unmute yourself if you want to elaborate. Okay, Jolene. Oh, I see that. Yeah, Jolene, tell me more about your emojis. How are you feeling right now on this topic?
Mm. Is it me?
Yeah,
Hi, Judy. Oh,
very creative. Yeah,
mm, mm, mm. Well, it's very conflicting. So yesterday is our 25th anniversary at Citrus. The institute is a research institute at UC Berkeley. But then I also heard some sad news that two people are letting go. So since really January 2025 last year, it's like on average every month and a half someone left. So either in good terms or either they find another job or their
yeah,
contract's not renewed. So it's just sad to see people I know for the last
yeah.
few years gone. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely hear you, Julie. And I think over the last few years, it has been a pretty challenging year. A lot of layoffs, a lot of, cutting people across the board. And yesterday I heard like 40% of people in Square, they will be let go, which is pretty shocking and very sad. Yeah. Okay, for other folks on this webinar, if you can, please turn on your camera because I'd love to see your face. And we are going to have breakout room later. So please maximize the interaction by showing up so you can get most off from this webinar. Anyone else wants to talk about your current feeling? Um, Sneha, would you like to share? How are you feeling?
Oh gosh. I was trying to figure out what emoji to even put for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm grateful for the career experience I have so far, but yeah, just a lot of uncertainty, I think. That's a
yeah,
good word to say of
yeah,
like how to go about it in a way such that, the career still maintains even with the changes in AI. I think that's kind of the main thing that I
yeah,
can think of
yeah.
uncertainty wise.
Yeah, that's such a great point. I think, Sneha, you are not alone. I heard a lot of similar sentiment across the board. I think people are all like asking, like, hey, what is my edge? How can I stay relevant and competitive
Mm.
in this market? Yeah, very good point. So with that, I want to reintroduce myself. I think start talk briefly about my career. I think on paper it looks great, right? Those big tech brand, from Apple, from LinkedIn. And when I say people like, hey, I had more than 12 years experience in tech, cross strategy, product marketing, and also product team. But in fact, if you look behind the scene, which is I am going to talk about today, is my career is not a smooth journey at all. I had a very humble beginning. As you can hear from my accent, I'm a first-gen immigrant, originally came from China. I was born in an abandoned house in northern China, about 1 hour or 40 miles away from the border with North Korea. So when I was very young, I learned that education is going to be my way to change my life. So I worked very hard to get into Tsinghua University, which is called the MIT of China. And then in 2008, I got a full scholarship for my PhD in Purdue for communication. So during my last year of my PhD study, when I almost done with my PhD dissertation, I came to Bay Area with my husband, who was also first-gen immigrant originally from China. So he landed his first job in Silicon Valley. And that moment, I realized as a PhD student in communication, to find a job in the Bay Area could be really, really challenging. And when I finished my PhD dissertation, I realized probably I need to pivot my career in order to stay together with my husband. So in that moment, to be honest, I had a very hard situation because first of all, I had a very unique background, a PhD in liberal arts that didn't really land with the market. And also, I had very little industry experience due to my PhD study. And also, as a first immigrant, I had no connection and there was no clear path forward. So after like 20 plus years of working hard and having all the right things on paper, I realized I couldn't land a job. And that feeling was very, very hard. I feel like I was walking in a desert. I couldn't see a clear path, and I didn't see any help from others. So I think a changing point is when I decided to take a non-paid internship in a tech startup back in 2013. And that moment, I realized I really need to start from zero. So I just took over whatever opportunities that I could find. And eventually, it helped me build up my resume and also build up my resilience. And about 2 years later, it helped me to land my first dream job at Apple. So I joined Apple worldwide business planning and strategy team as an associate. And that moment, I realized, wow, career was not linear at all. Where I came from couldn't help me to figure out like where I could go. So I think today I really want to share some of my past experience, but also I want to encourage this group of people to support each other by sharing your learnings, your insights, and your journey so we can build up each other in faith and also in greater resilience. And fast forward, so basically, around 2022, 3 years ago, I was the very first product marketer in LinkedIn to launch its first Gen AI product launch. And that moment, I worked at LinkedIn Recruiter, which was the flagship product to help people to find their job. And for me, I did a lot of customer research about how AI could empower organizations and people to find their job. I had a big aha moment. I realized with AI, many jobs, including mine, could be replaced. It's less about if my job will be replaced. It's more about when and how it will be replaced. So I realized, wow, in this moment, probably I really need to take a step back and ask myself, what is my competitive edge? And what is my vision for myself? How can I really maximize my growth by investing in the right areas? And okay, so here I want to share a few aha moments with each of you. I think the first one is who am I really beyond my resume or my job title? So basically, over the last 15 years, when I, work in Silicon Valley, I think this has been one thing that really bothered me for a long time. And to be honest, for a very long time, as a hyperachiever, I consider my self-worth equals to performance and external validation. So for example, as you can see on the slides, for a long time, I consider ranking, positions, or possessions, they equal to my self-worth. So I work very hard to get there. But I realize if I put my self-worth on doing and having, eventually they will not serve me. They would put me in a position that I feel I'm not secure because projects come and go, markets go up and down. I have very little control about what the future will bring to me. And also, as a hyperachiever and also as a perfectionist, I work very long hours and that really lead to burnout. And eventually, after so many organizational changes, I realized, oh my God, what is my identity? Because I had a crisis in my life. Well, more than one crisis, I realized what I'm doing, what I'm having, they could be gone like the next day with all the market changes or leadership changes. So I think if I could talk to my younger self, that my identity is really bigger than a job. Um, so, okay. I think in this time of I would say AI would replace many tasks, but it does not replace our identity. And one thing I realized, especially about over the last probably 5 years, during pandemic when 2020 started, I had a lot of deep inner work to ask myself, like, who am I? What is my true identity? And I found the answers after like a lot of like spiritual growth. I realized I am accepted, valued, and loved for who I am, not what I do, not my job, not my achievement. But it took a long time for me to realize that and put that learning from my head into practice. So here, I want to open up for discussion. So Star will help us to set up breakout room very soon. We are going to talk about, in this time of changes or even crisis, how can you make more space for yourself? Not only for external transformation, but for internal transformation. As you can see on the image, we have like sequoia, like beautiful sequoia. And we all know that sequoia, they have widespread roots. And also we heard that storms can make roots grow even stronger and deeper. So I wonder, during this time of AI disruption, how to deepen your roots. So we are going to a breakout room. So each of us will have about 2 or 3 minutes to share your observation. So probably 2 people will in a breakout room, no more than 3. So I want each of you to take time to share. For example, if AI replaced your current role or dream job tomorrow, what parts of you will still be valuable? Before we go to the breakout, I'm curious, any questions on this prompt? Are we clear about the instruction? If so, give me a thumbs up so I can know. If not, feel free to unmute yourself. Okay, I see a thumbs up from Jolene, from Lag Ming. Okay, thank you, everyone. Yeah, so when you are ready, go to the breakout room. Just be authentic. There is no right or wrong. Yeah, think about your unique advantage or your unique strength. What parts of you will still be valuable? Yeah, go ahead. Oh, thank you, Star, for doing the breakout.
So let me know. I can put you in one of the room. 文章.
Work right now. So like a plumber or construction worker, maybe easier to find jobs in the future. So I think something that probably hard to be replaced by AI may be like the soft skills, like collaboration skills, or
Right.
how to deal
Yeah.
with clients face to face. So
Yeah. Yeah. Very good observation. I'm hearing that, the humans not only like we are valuable not because we have a powerful smart brain, but as a human being we have our like whole being. For example, like you mentioned about hands-on experience, right? And
yeah.
talking about the human connection, and how to have more like soft skills, strong teamwork, those cannot be replaced by AI, at least in this moment. Yeah,
Hmm.
good point. Thank you, Dixon. Anyone else? Yeah, feel free to unmute yourself. Garrett, would you like to share your insights?
Mhm. Sure, I can do. I think that yeah, I think there is kind of I think my sense is that there's going to need to be still some, especially particular industries, still need the human judgment at the end of it. You can't 100% totally rely on it. So there needs to be kind of at the end of the chain that human judgment aspect. Well, it definitely will still change the quantity and how the roles will shift, of course, but yeah, so I think it will cause some shifts in that sense, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. That's a very good point. Like for the
Hmm.
final decision making, we still need
Hmm.
human judgment and discernment.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Hmm. Hmm.
Very good point. Yeah. Anyone else? Okay. Um, Sneha, would you like to share your insights?
Oh, well, I guess a lot of the points were kind of touched on, but even one of the points one of the other people in my group mentioned was that even people were laying off of jobs thinking that AI could replace those jobs. And so when that may not actually be the case, and even right now, I don't think AI can totally replace everything. There's still, it can still have hallucinations and stuff like that. So
Right.
there's still a long way to go with AI. Um,
Exactly.
but it definitely can do quite a bit of tasks well, for sure. It's definitely a helpful tool. But even onto Garrett's point, like he made a valid point that like we still have to check it and make sure. And I guess with AI doing those tasks, it enables us to be more challenges us to be more adaptable. And so,
Yeah, yeah, totally, totally. I hear you. In our breakout room, I think Wen also mentioned that for human beings, we have our creativity, innovation, and decision makings. Those are our valuable assets. And I definitely agree with what you just mentioned. I think in the age of AI, how can we free up our time, for example, to automate some of the repetitive tasks and give us more space to do more strategic, more creative work? I think that could be a place for us to think about, like how can I really unlock my creativity, my innovation, my impact that couldn't be replaced by AI. Yeah, yeah. Anyone else wants to share before we move to the next one? Yeah. Well, would you like to share some of your thinkings?
Me,
Yeah,
yeah, I think you just summarized pretty well. Yeah, I think, you also mentioned about the strategic, right? I think, um, yeah, I mean, AI can be a very powerful tool, but eventually, I think humans still need to make a final decision. Yeah.
right, right.
But yeah, with the recent trend, it really is kind of becoming a little bit scary about what AI can do these
Yeah,
days. Yeah, yeah. So,
yeah, 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 totally. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Wen. Yeah.
no problem. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone for sharing your insights. Great. So let me keep sharing my screen. Can you see my screen okay? If you can give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, that would be very helpful. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's keep moving. So what is your direction during AI disruption? maybe our breakout room conversation touched a little bit on this, but maybe this is a good opportunity for us to do more deep dive. And before we do that, I really want to highlight one thing. I know AI is impacting many jobs right now, but I want to powerfully reframe that. I think AI disruption could also be a moment for us, for human beings, to wake up to our whole being. We don't only have a smart brain, but how can we really connect to our heart, our soul, and also our higher purpose? Because I believe everyone is created for unique purpose, for greater good. And maybe this is the moment for us to wake up to our passion, our purpose, instead of just following, the traditional like job hunting process or looking at the high paid job. A few months ago, I went to an event and I met one of the chief product officer from my previous employers, and she mentioned something that I feel highly resonate. She mentioned that right now in tech, no one feels secure. So I want to pause here for one moment. I think in a moment of fast changes or AI disruptions, it is really up to us to create psychological safety. Because without psychological safety, it is really hard for us to drive long-term sustainable changes or growth. So I really appreciate everyone to show up today, to join this conversation, to create that psychological safe space for us to discover our edge, our strength, and our direction in the age of AI. So before I share my perspective on how to find your direction during AI disruption, I want to hear from this group. What is your intuition? What is your direction right now during AI disruption? Again, there's no right or wrong, and feel free to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I can share my thinking. I mean, for
Great.
me, right now, in this AI era, right, we need to take advantage of the AI, LM, instead
Yeah.
of being afraid of it. Take
Yeah.
advantage and find out what can it do for you and what it can make you better and make you strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, instead of thinking about like being replaced, driven by fear, but it's really serving, starting from a place of like security or maybe growth or fulfillment. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you, Robin. Anyone else? Yeah. Again, there's no right or wrong. What is your direction in this age of AI disruption?
Yeah,
Wen, do you have
yeah,
any?
I guess, yeah, I can, yeah. I mean, for me, I'm just trying to ramp up, very fast, really just trying to learn a lot of AI tools as much as possible at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just just to
Mm,
avoid, I mean, just to catch up, I guess, yeah.
yeah, great. So basically what I'm hearing is you are basically doing a lot of learning and upscaling or like how to reinvent yourself during this time. Yeah, great, great. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And I really appreciate your resilience and your growth mindset. Give me one moment. Let me stop sharing because I want to make sure when I share my screen, I could see everyone's face. So give me one moment. Share. Okay. Shoulder. Okay. One moment. Okay. Documents. One moment, please. Okay. Can everyone see my screen right now?
Yeah.
If you can,
Yeah.
please give me a thumbs up. Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yes.
right. So here's my oh, great. Thank you. So here's my recommendation. During this time, don't chase a safer job because I don't think there is a safer job in the long term, but try to create an internal campus. So what I mean is, so basically, first of all, Before we look at external job market, ask yourself, what really energizes you? And then think about what are your top strengths. And keep asking yourself, what problems do you want to solve, especially in the age of AI? And then, like many people mentioned, how could I leverage AI to maximize my growth and my impact? And once you have all those areas, try to find the sweet spot, seek synergy that you can use your passion, your strength. You can, solve on problems that's really meaningful right now, and also powerfully reframe AI from replacing your job to maximizing your growth. And the last thing I want to add is um, it will take time to figure out your sweet spot. And again, it is not linear. So, for example, when you first started maybe your job searching or job design, it may be hard to find a perfect sweet spot that you can leverage everything we identified. But if you can start from a place that maybe leverage two or three things, that will be a great spot. And with your experience and with more opportunities, you can expand your sweet spot, and hopefully you can fully leverage the most important things that really matter to you. um, Again, we talked about earlier about career journey. One thing I really wish I could talk to my younger self is career is not linear. Because when I first graduated, I thought like from A to B, the shortest cut is more like a linear path. But I realized in real life, especially by reflecting on my own career journey, it is very messy. There are a lot of pivotal moments, a lot of changes that I couldn't foresee. So, what you are going through right now, maybe a career change, transition, or layoff, that may set you up for new opportunities. So, embrace all the changes with curiosity and try to maximize your courage, your creativity, instead of thinking, oh, it doesn't really follow the plan that I would like to see. But try to embrace all the possibilities, regardless the changes you are going through. So next we are going to another breakout room. But before that, I want to share another thing that I wish I could know earlier. Um, the journey of finding your career is as important as the final outcome. Because many times I think, for example, I hyper focus on the result. Like, hey, after 6 months, job searching, can I really find a perfect job? But in reality, there is no perfect job. And if we hyper focus on the final outcome, we may miss a lot of joy, fulfillment, growth, and new possibilities on this journey. Just thinking about maybe using hiking as a metaphor, because outside of my window, I can see a lot of mountains. If I only hyper focus on the final point that I step on the top of mountain, that will miss 99% of the beauty on this journey. So I would highly encourage everyone to maximize the joy of your journey instead of hyper focusing on the final outcome. Okay, so next, Star will help us to create another round of breakout. So we're going to have 5 minutes in total, two or three people in a room. So the prompt here is, instead of getting a perfect job, what is one experiment that you could run in the next few weeks? Okay. Do we have any questions on this prompt? If so, feel free to unmute yourself. If not, can you
Could
give
you
me a...
copy the
Oh,
prompt in the chat? Yeah.
yeah, okay. That's a good recommendation. So let me do that right now. Let me first stop sh uh, stop sharing. Okay. Instead of getting a perfect job, what is one experiment that you could run in the next few weeks? Okay. Are we clear on the prompt?
Good.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Okay. Go to your breakout room and see you in 5 minutes. Thank you. Great. Welcome back. I heard a lot of insights in my breakout. I'm curious from each of you. Yeah, what did you discuss? Or what is one small step you want to start to help you to get more clarity for your greater job? And feel free to unmute yourself. Again, no right or wrong. We are doing this through design thinking. Yeah. Um, um, okay. B, would you like to share?
Yeah, I was just
I heard
talking
sound
with
from your end.
yeah, I just heard from the other a friend that says she says that it's better to have a better communication and outline more detail and to have this the more clear elaboration rather than having a presumption people understand what they want to talk if they're working on some project. For me, that's interesting because sometimes I'm trying to say the more the detail as much as possible to ensure people have some background before we jump to talk something or have some better expectation. Yeah.
I see. I see. So what I'm hearing is instead of like having a lot of option like assumptions in your head, you may want to put them down on paper and talk to people to get more like feedback to validate your next step.
That
Okay.
makes sense. That's correct.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Garrett, would you like to share?
Sure, I think I think it was a similar point that you mentioned before the breakout rooms, but it's more of just identifying maybe what your strengths or interests are when it comes to going into it. And again, you're not probably going to find that perfect dream job that's every single one of those, but if you at least
Yeah.
can find what makes you stand out
Mm,
and what gets you more interested in all that, if you can at least check a few of
yeah.
those boxes off, I think it can kind of get you in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally
Hmm.
agree. And maybe if I can keep building on what you mentioned, when finding your strength, we know there are a lot of like assessment, like Strength Finder, there are so many
Hmm.
tests. Another thing I would like to invite for all of you is maybe talking to your colleagues or friends or who people who work with you, who know you, ask them like, hey, if you can name like top three things that you observed from me, what are my top three strengths? So interview people who really know you and get
Hmm.
a bigger perspective. I think that will also help us to really understand our strength from new perspectives. Yeah, yeah, great. Yeah. Sneha, I saw you smiled. Yeah, what is your thinking on this topic? What is one experiment you can run?
Oh, well, I think you made a lot of good points from the previous slide, about like thinking about like one of them was of thinking of the problems that you care about. Like, for example, like I was saying in the breakout room for me, like one thing that right now I work in kind of facial recognition. So that's something that I'm interested in and even healthcare and with AI. So maybe that's a direction I would think of. But for other people, it may look differently. But so that's kind of one thing of a
Yeah.
direction that I could think about. But yeah.
Yeah, love it, love it. Yeah, facial recognition in healthcare. Wow, healthcare is a huge, huge market. Like 20% of GDP comes from healthcare. So that's a very big market. Um, if I can, add on my observation, maybe one thing is for you, you can talk to folks who work on like facial recognition in the healthcare
Mhm.
industry. Talk to them like what are the trends, what are the needs, and maybe start building that connections. And also validate your assumption to see like, hey, what is your
Mhm.
unique strength in that space? What are the key skills or experience you want to
Mhm.
accumulate this year? So hopefully you have a clear path or clear target, and you can take more actionable steps to close the gap. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's a great suggestion. That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
idea.
Great, great. I want to hear from one more person. Like, what is one small thing you want to run in order to get there? Um, when would you like to share?
Yeah, I think I talk a little bit too much already. Maybe we can have some other people sharing.
Oh, no problem. Just share maybe one
Yeah.
thing you're thinking about. There's no right or wrong. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, what was the question again?
Yeah. So thinking about like your job design, what is one small thing you can do to help you to get closer to your dream job?
Yeah, what come to my mind is that I took some courses from teacher Elaine Kang.
Oh, I
So
know
she
her.
talked about a key guy. I don't know, maybe you can
Ah,
talk a
I know.
little bit about that.
Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
exactly.
I think that's a very good concept to kind of
Yeah.
align with, your strengths, and then, uh, what's out there, what's the demand, right? The market and everything, that you can kind
Yeah.
of find, the best balance for
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That's a
yeah. I
very
can,
good framework. Ikigai. I think what we just
yeah,
talked about earlier also comes from very similar idea. Yeah.
hmm
Good job.
yeah.
So given that time, I'm going to wrap up today's conversation. But again, I think I want to hear from everyone. Based on what we talk about here, what is your one? Again, feel free to unmute yourself. What is your biggest takeaway? If you share it, it's more likely to stay with you after this workshop. If you don't say it, probably your thoughts will evaporate in a few days. Yeah. Okay. Jolene, how
Oh,
about you?
oh,
uh,
go ahead, go ahead. I'll be the next person.
Oh, go ahead.
Me?
Oh, I think someone else just
Yeah, I thought
talked.
I heard
oh,
someone talk too.
oh,
So
yeah, probably
I'll
me.
come after you. I'll follow.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Dixon, go
So,
ahead.
yeah. So, I guess not my biggest takeaway, but I maybe ask for your advice or opinion. So, in my situation, so I lost my job like about 6 months ago, and then in the beginning I was quite optimistic and trying to find my dream jobs because I try to like pivot from where I was before. But then, like after a few months, there's no traction, so I have to kind of pivot
Yeah.
back to what I was doing
Oh,
before in order to get a job and get income and feed my family. So like I'm just wondering like what's your advice in like finding your dream job versus facing the reality? Because right now,
exactly.
if you are not 100% matched with what the employer is
Exactly.
looking for, is they are just gonna skip you because
Yeah.
there are so many applicants for each job. So
Exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
thank you for sharing that, Dixon. First of all, I
Hmm.
really want to acknowledge your situation. You are in a very tough situation. I know it is
Hmm.
very hard for your family. So I think back to the point earlier, you don't want to find a perfect job in this moment. Maybe you can start from like 2 points here. For example, like, hey, given your strength or your experience, what problems can you solve right now that the employers they really want to hire you? And then you can start from those 2 points. And if you can keep adding other things, that would be even better. For example, in terms of your passions or strength, how can you maximize those in the next role? So you don't want to have a perfect like job in this moment. I think this is more like maybe like long-term goal. But right now, how can you find maybe from marketplace perspective, given the supply of your talents, of your gifts, or of your strength, how to find a match from the employer side for a job? After you find a job to pay for bills, and then start accumulating like more assets for you to get to your dream job. So think through like different phases. Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can talk about more about this after, this webinar. I will save some time for you if we have Q&A. Yeah. Yeah, great question. Yeah. Anyone else wants to share? What is your biggest learning or takeaway?
Okay, I can share.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mhm. I think when Judy, when you mentioned about take a no pay internship. That really resonate a lot with me. As I mentioned in the breakout room that I work at university, and I always just like to keep up with what's going on in other department or in the industry. So I will volunteer to be at the conference, either just be at the registration table. But because I'm at the registration table, I can able to meet more people that way, make networks, right? And then start the conversation in there. And also, as I mentioned, in the small group, I also lead student project. I'm a program manager, but it's a job. It's not a job of my. It's a staff. It's probably faculty. We're going to research or lead student project. But fortunately, I have the bandwidth to do so, and it just make me feel more like confidence in a sense of achievement that oh wow, I can do that. And don't get me wrong, I do this like for the last 4 years in the beginning.
Right.
It's a lot of trial and error, and then the student will come back to me. They will even say, "Is this the first time you lead a student project?" And
Okay.
oh, am I that bad? But along the way, I learned, and the students were being
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
yeah, understanding. So yeah.
Yeah, great. So Jolene, what I'm hearing is you are actively expanding your role by doing like volunteer work and also proactively like make new connections to expand your network. Yeah. Those are very valuable assets in our career. Yeah. Great, great. Yeah. Anyone else? What is your biggest takeaway from this webinar? Yeah. Sneha, I'm very curious about your takeaway.
Yeah, no, I think you made really good points of how not to let AI consume all of your identity, and that there's so much more than just the AI. Yes, it's a helpful tool, but um yeah, I think related to AI and identity, I could definitely resonate with that. So there were a lot of other good points too that I could think about,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was one of
Yeah.
them that I think of.
Great, great, great. So what I'm hearing is really to deepen your identity and see AI only as a tool for your
Mhm.
growth. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah. So Sneha, if I can keep asking, like, what is one action you want to take to get to greater career clarity or get to your, bigger vision for yourself?
Oh, that's a great question.
Mm.
Um, Let me think. Okay, what one action could you take to
Mhm.
closer to career clarity? I mean, I know there's so many things I could think about. I think,
Mhm.
yeah, I guess for me, it's probably making more intention to network with more people. I'm sure that would help me a lot of getting other people's insights on problems that I'm interested about, and I think that probably would help a lot of what they think, and then yeah, just to get more understanding to then figure out skills that I can grow in to help me towards my career.
Great, great. Yeah, that's such an excellent point. Like, be more intentional about networking. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah. And Sneha, can I even challenge you one more on this?
Okay.
What accountability would serve you so you will make that intentional space for networking?
These are really good questions. Serve me.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess it's just like having somebody on a regular basis. I mean, of course, obviously it doesn't have to be like so often, but at least here and there of somebody that
Yeah,
you can have a conversation with of questions or even ways that I can even help that person towards career growth, whether it's technical skills or it can
yeah,
even be communication, like soft skills as well. I think both skills are kind of important that we kind of talked about that even though AI is important
yeah,
for a lot of the technical kind of tasks, soft skills can't really
right.
be replaced too. So these
Yeah.
are really good questions.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you for accepting all those challenges. So what I'm hearing is you want to maybe find an accountability partner or to support each other and check in with each other on this journey. So
Mhm.
you will more likely to put all those insights into action. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. Great, great. Anyone else wants to share? Okay. Okay, if not, I think I am going to check in with everyone again. So in the chat, I want you to reevaluate your confidence level in designing your career with clarity in the age of AI. Feel free to put in the chat. Yeah. Oh, 3. Okay. Thank you, Jolene. Oh, I noticed. Okay, perfect. I saw 4 and 5. Okay, great, great. Yeah, I noticed there is an increase on the overall rating. Okay, great. Thank you for sharing, everyone. And next one, again, let's check in again. Right now, on this topic of career design, what feelings do you have? If you can find an emoji, feel free to put on emoji. If not, feel free to unmute yourself. I want to hear from you. Like, what are you feeling on the topic of career? Yeah. Yeah. Lack, how about you? How are you feeling right now?
Well, we are not alone.
Oh, we are not alone, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a very good point. Yeah. Oh, when I saw a lot of like rocket ship. Yeah. Would you like to unmute yourself and talk a little bit more?
No, I mean, yeah, I guess, I just feel like, yeah, I kind of echo with what was just mentioned, yeah, we are not alone, and I guess we just want to keep on trying. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now hopefully, I guess, with more help from God, I guess that we can, um,
Yeah.
yeah, we can figure out a better path instead of just kind of keep on trying. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. What you mentioned reminded me about like a Chinese proverb from Laozi. He mentioned 1,000 mile journey starts from one step. I think we're all together in this journey to find our identity,
Yeah.
our edge, our vision, for ourselves during AI disruptions. But we are going together, and also we can have like small incremental changes to help us find the bigger clarity. Yeah, great, great. Yeah, this is great. So quick summary. So today, within that 1 hour, we talk about how to make conscious career design in the age of AI. We talk about how to upgrade our mental operating system, how to powerfully reframe our relationship with AI instead of seeing AI as a job replacement. How can we deepen our roots and partner with AI to accelerate our growth, our impact, and identify our unique edge? And then we talk about intentional design, how to align ourselves with our strength, our passion, problems we care about, and also how to use design thinking to make small, like intentional change step by step instead of like leaping for a huge change. And lastly, we talk about how to run rapid experimentations. Basically, how can we have open-minded to learn, from each experimentation, and hopefully that will give us new signals to help us to find greater clarity. Um, and as you may find, insights are not enough. Today we have a lot of new insights and perspectives, but what I really recommend is for each of you, after today's workshop, identify one action you want to take. And also, you may want to find accountability partner to check in with you to make sure, oh, Sneha, you mentioned you want to go to networking after a week. Like how is your progress? What is your update? Or maybe, for when he's doing ikigai. So what did you learn from your ikigai? How to put your insights into practice? What is your new direction? So we need more accountability to make sure all those insights will not evaporate, but will be put into practice. And also, I think several of you mentioned that we need a community. We need a coach who really trusts in you, who can empower you to live out your best, especially when you're going through a lot of challenges. So if you find value from today's webinar, your Innovation Labs. And this is really a space for you to go deeper and be more intentional, to find your career clarity, to design and launch in a time of uncertainty, in a time of AI disruptions. Again, this will be a 3-month program where we are going to have very small group coaching. And we are going to go very deep into your individual challenges, and we are going to create actions, accountability, and encourage each other on this journey to find your edge and your next chapter. So if you really want to create your career instead of drift to your next chapter, I highly encourage you to scan the QR code to learn more about this program. And also feel free to share with your friends or colleagues that you know who may benefit from career innovation in this time of AI disruptions. Okay, and with that, I'm going to close my talk. I will pass it to Star. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Okay. Oh, by the way, Star, do we have any Q&A session for the audience?
Yes, I think
Star, are you muted?
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay.
Oh, yes. Right. So if anyone you still have questions, please unmute yourself. And also stay towards the end. We do have a raffle coming up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Do you see anyone asking question? How more question?
Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself. Again, this is a safe space for us to brainstorm together.
Okay. Feel free to ask questions after if you you do have questions. I'm going to show you a few slides we already went over at the beginning, and we are going to have a raffle. Can you see the screen? What's EMBA? Yes? Okay, good.
I can see your email, your Gmail.
Oh, that's the wrong screen sharing. Okay, so share the wrong, need to share the other one. Thank you, I'm asking. Okay, redo. Okay. Can you see this? What's EMBA?
Oh, yeah, I can see it. Thank
All
you.
right, right. So I see quite a bit new people tonight. Maybe less than 20% relatively at a cloud community alum. Yeah. So if you are new to Ada Cloud, today what you are joining is our monthly webinar. We will have March webinar. So continue watch our upcoming events by scanning this QR code. Also, there's one program is going to start in May, and then the open enrollment already started. So what's EMBA is designed to provide guidance, advice to business professionals, entrepreneurs through our seasoned industry leading mentors. And then you will have a similar type of experience like tonight with Judy. We have 4 group mentor circles. So each group, just like tonight, is relatively small size. If you're interested in create your own new startup, you want to have entrepreneurship, so e-circle is where you will be interested in. So there are 4 fabulous mentors. They will share from the beginning to discover a journey for your customers all the way until a project for you to think about where the entrepreneur head to coach you. It's a 6-month program. And the next one is M Circle. If you are actively involved in mission ministry, we have the M Circle. We have 3 mentors we'll share with you. even including church planting, and then how do you grow your church, and how you strengthen your faith, even leading family, etc. That's the M circle. And then we have business and career advancement. So currently you are in workplace. You want to advance your career in your workplace. You want to have more roles, responsibilities, and better working relationship, understand what your boss thinking, etc. So this will be the mentor circle you want to join. The last one is apostolic leadership circle. Think about advance your personal leadership, your team leadership, even at the organizational level, the leadership. So these 4 circles about 5 months long, starting in May and graduate in November. Okay, so next one, I'm going to show you. This is the open enrollment. You can see the QR code in the center. And these are the mentors. They serve in different circles. And then the 4 circles I just mentioned, each one relatively is a small group coaching. You can also make appointments with the mentors one-on-one. And you can find out more about these mentors from our website. Also, when you scan this QR code to find out what they do and their strength. So they are very seasoned industry leaders. And then the regular price is $150, and then the enrollment will close in April. So I'm going to transition into the next slide. Then you can see tonight you are in a treat because we will have free raffle prizes. And this is the same QR code as the previous one. So after you win your prize, you also need to go to this QR code to start claiming your customized discount code. So once you win your prize, you need to leave your full name in the registration. Later we have your email. We will contact you, send you your individualized discount code. And then you come to this QR code, then you select one of the 4 circle based on the program days and the topics, etc., your own matching interest. Then you decide from one of the 4 which one you want to enroll. Okay, so we are going to start the raffle from the third prize. We'll give out a 5 third prize. You get a 20% discount. That means reduce $30. That will be $120. And we'll give 3 second prize. That means you'll save $75. And then we also have a grand prize. It will be 100% discount. We'll draw that raffle at the end. Am I clear? Okay. So if you're ready, let me go to our raffle. And then before we do that, I want to make sure your name is here. If you left, if you are not here, do you see the spin wheel? Am I sharing the spin wheel?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. So I have someone here says B. I don't know that's your full name though. So please everyone check your names here. If I don't see your name, if you don't see your name, let me know. And we already have someone left. I don't think Richard Lee is there. So each person, once you get your, I don't see Jason there either, right? Once you win one prize, you will be removed from the next drawing. So we start with the 5 third prize and the 3 second prize. The last one will be, yeah, the grand prize, 100%. Okay, are you ready? I hope you are excited. And Judy, myself, now in this drawing, everyone else. So we have one person called B. Guys, is this your name? Beatrice? If not,
Yes,
I can.
yes,
Oh,
it's
it
my
is you.
name.
Okay. Okay. So we are ready. We will start with the 5 third prize. The first. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Congratulations, John.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, so $30 discount. We'll go for the next third prize. Congratulations, Denise. Okay, then we go to the third prize. Congratulations. Okay, second and third prize. Okay, Zhou Cheng is our graduate from B Circle a couple years ago. Congratulations, Zhou Cheng. So the last third prize. Okay, Denise, congratulations. All right, so we'll have 3 second prize. Congratulations, Robin. Okay, the second prize. Woohoo! Congratulations, Dixon. Okay. The last second prize. Okay, correct. Yeah. I know you're all excited. Among the 3, who's going to win the grand first prize? Ready? Is Wei Qing still here?
Yes,
Judy,
I'm
do
here.
you? Hmm?
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay. How about Lack? Are you still here? I
Yes.
cannot see the screen. Okay, so B is still here. Beatrice is still here, right? All you 3, one person will get a grand prize. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Woohoo! Wow, congratulations, Beatrice.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Right. So I have the record here based on the price. And then so this will be in the sequence, okay? So that's how I keep the record who win what. So total 9 prizes, 9 people here. So when you join the meeting, if you didn't leave your email, your name, well, I won't be able to find you. So making sure you go to the link, the one you received the invitation to leave your email. So we'll send you your individualized discount code. Okay, very good. So we are done with our raffle. Hope you had fun. And then you may also want to know how to connect with Ida Cloud group. Do you see the slide currently I have in Connect with Ida Cloud? Okay, yeah. So feel free to join our Line group or WhatsApp group, WeChat group. We also have a mailing list. And then to watch all the past webinar replay, this QR code. And then you can take a picture of this slide to connect with us in case you didn't uh, receive your QR code within a week. You know where to find us. Okay, take a picture before I go to next slide. Okay, so iCloud is a nonprofit organization, and all the mentors, coaches, whoever you are going to join the classes or mentor circles, basically everyone is all volunteering. The passion we want to do is for people like you and me, us, many of the co-workers here, including myself, we graduated from the mentor circles. We are inspired by the mentors, and we do have needs to cover fees. So if you feel passionate, feel free to donate or leave your yeah, you want to donate recurring, or you want to donate one time is on the left, and the recurring is on the right hand side, etc., or different means of a donate. Yeah, so that's all we have today. And then I think we still have time for the speed networking or Q&A, because the current group is very small. And then I can put you in the breakout room, and we can also open up for more questions with Coach Judy. Okay, so in the breakout room, continue introduce yourself, maybe the key challenges you're working on, or one key takeaway from today, or how a community like this can help you to really design your career, and then also improve communication, even mock up interviews, and then we go through the journey together. We do even refer people in jobs. And we are going to launch internships, also help you to showcase your profile, and many, many opportunities. So you can just ask any questions, how at the Cloud Market Ministry can support you in your career, in your ministry, or design your life, actually. So with that, I will stop sharing, and to see anyone have questions for Coach Judy before we have a small breakout room.